Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for coming on this rainy evening. I think we're ready. Okay. My name is Josh Hissong. I'm director of 5th and 6th grade band at Sanford Middle School. And again, thank you so much for being here tonight. You're going to hear from some great groups. We got 5th grade band up first, including some soloists. We've got 6th grade band following that with a little bit of an intermission in the middle to switch over to chorus, and then you'll hear from the 5th grade chorus as well. To start the concert, we actually have several soloists slash small 2 or 3 group 5th grade groups that are going to play some songs for you. So opening up the concert is Benji Hochter on snare drum with an original kind of groovy jam that you hope you all enjoy. Okay, so here's Benji. That came from his head. Another round for him. Our second selection is a familiar pop tune. If you listen to the radio, you've probably heard it. This is going to be performed by Miranda Kinsey. The song is Espresso. Testing? Surprise, I'm over here now. This is where the program is. I honestly don't have memorized the order of who's going. So now, McKenna, you ready? Okay. Could you stand when you play? McKenna, will you stand? Are you okay doing that? Right. This is a familiar tune, much older, entitled Itsy Bitsy Spider. Hello? All right, there I am. The next one is another original. This is going to be performed by Emily LaBelle, and the title of this one is called Summer Haze. Emily, are you willing to stand while you play?
Go, Emily!
This next one is a duet. It's going to be performed by Grayson Michaud and River Parker. The song is Merrily We Roll Along. Do you need your music? Do you have it? You ready? Yeah, come over. Stage is yours, okay? All right. Evelyn, you want to come up? This next one is from our Traditions of Excellence method book that we use. We use this at the start of the school year, kind of put a pause on it as we prepared for the band piece you'll hear in just a few moments. But this is called In a Minor Mood. It's going to be performed by Evelyn Hammerly. Alrighty, so this next one's going to be performed by Dominic Conley on the saxophone. He totally learned this on his own, and it just kind of worked out that we ended up doing these solos for the concert. This is Seven Nation Army. That had at least one note in there that he had to look up himself in order to learn the song. So kudos to you. Nice job. All right. Yep. Arwen? Where's Arwen? You ready? Are you okay with standing? Yeah? Okay. Ready? This next one's going to be performed by Arwen King on the trumpet. This is called Good King Wenceslas. You want me to count you in? You good? Whenever you're ready. Do you want higher? You got it. You got music? Great. We have another duet for you, almost at the conclusion of our solos. This is going to be performed by Nadine Leary on the clarinet and Jared Marston on the trombone. They rehearsed this together, was it just once? We just do it once together? Yeah. So, in true show business fashion, they barely, actually, you didn't even know each other, right? You're like, because they're not in the same 5th grade class. So they like met, they played the song once, and now they're going to play it in front of you guys. So we hope you enjoy. This is A La Rueda. You want me to catch you? All right, this next one is going to be our final solo song, and then we're going to hear from all the 5th graders on their full band piece. This one is entitled River Flows in You by Maddie Costa. Oh, not by, but performed by Maddie Costa. And she has not spent very long on this, so she kind of like whipped it together. And also in show business fashion, right? She's going to perform it for you today, okay? Are you all right with standing? You can if you want to. All right. River Flows in You. All right. Great job, 5th graders, and thank you for volunteering. It was only a few weeks ago I asked if anybody wanted to do that, and we had a lot of volunteers, so that was really awesome to see. This next one is going to be the combined 5th grade band. This is an extra fun one. It's got some narrations in it, so we have a special guest that's going to be joining us, our very own principal, Mrs. Crosby, and this is called Batter Up. We hope you enjoy.
Fans, we're broadcasting live from the old ballpark where the hometown Batterheads are being beaten like a drum by the visiting Mallets. The Batterheads are down to their last out, trailing 3-0. This is the Mallets pitcher, Bobby Beethoven's 9th inning of work. Stepping up to the plate for the Batterheads is the right fielder, Rusty Reed. Here's the windup. left, and the runner's on first. Now up the catcher, Buzzy Bach, the mouthpiece for the batterhead. Here's the windup. It's a sharp line drive to right. The batterheads now have runners on first and second with Sweet Tone Hornman of Elkhart, Indiana, coming to the plate. And here's the windup. It's a hard shot up the middle for the natural lefty. The bases are loaded for the cleanup hitter, Babe Ruthless, and the batterhead fans are trilling with excitement. Here's the windup. Beethoven's first pitch was a classic, strike one. Beethoven's second, and it's strike two. Beethoven's third will be heroic if it's a strike. Swing, and it's a high fly ball way back there, higher and further. It's out of here, a home run. And that's a winner. This one belongs to the Batterheads.
So everybody, I wanted to draw attention to a couple signs you might have seen, hopefully saw, on your way in. It was labeled Band Apparel Fundraiser. So our instruments undergo a lot of love throughout the year, we'll call it love. And they often need repairs. If anyone's looked into buying instruments, you know it's very expensive, so it is more cost effective to do the repairs. We have already spent, I believe it was around $5,000 on repairs, but we still have a lot left. We would love, for this, thinking of the next coming school year, if we could repair the rest of them and start the next year fresh with a full inventory of instruments for all of the upcoming fifth graders and anybody else that maybe switches instruments or decides to join in 6th, 7th, or 8th grade. So what we are asking is for you guys to check out the awesome Band Apparel website. And all you have to do is check out that QR code, and there is a very extensive list of different apparel items ranging from, you've got your classic just t-shirts, there are sweatshirts, there's sweatpants, there's, we got shoes in there. I think there's exclusive items, including even flip-flops too, so if you want some of that. It has band-specific things for Sanford, but it also has just like general Sanford apparel with your Spartan logo on there. So if you're supportive parent or any family members that would like that, and maybe you want to have something a little more general, you can wear to sporting events. This is a super flexible and very extensive. You check it out. It's a ton of items. So we really, really hope that you check that out and buy some apparel. it goes towards helping us have a full working inventory next year, which would be super, super awesome for our upcoming kiddos. Anything else? Oh, one more thing on that is that if you do use the QR code, you are going to need to be on some kind of Wi-Fi. The guest Wi-Fi works, but we found that if you are not connected to a network, you may not have luck getting to the website. So please check that out. I believe me and Ms. Scarano have both shared that link as well via email, so you can check that out in our email as well. Okay, enough of me talking. This is the 6th grade band behind me. Let's see if they're in the right spots. They're in the right spots. That's a good start. Okay, so the first piece is I'm actually going to stop talking and let a couple of our students introduce it. It's called Guardian, but after that, I'm gonna let them talk. So if you're introducing Guardian, could you come up, please? This one over here. Okay.
When writing Guardian, John McAllister wanted to create the sounds of cinematic adventures. He draws the specific composal techniques common in film and video game composing. An example of this is his use of chords, choosing a progression that gives a peculiar heroic feeling.
McAllister also uses a technique called motovic development, in which a few notes are reused over and over in different ways. In this piece, those notes are the first 3 of the minor scale. Try variations scattered throughout this piece. McAllister cleverly weaves these notes together to make a cohesive work you're about to hear. We hope you enjoy our rendition of Guardian.
We are currently waiting for an extra instrument. The kids said I should do jokes, but I told them it was a bad idea. I also had a volunteer who backed out. Ian wants to play the McDonald's theme song, though. Right, Ian? All right, here it is.
Hello there. Okay, so Attack of the Garden Gnomes. Okay. Today's garden gnomes with white beards and pointed red hats were first produced in Germany in the late 1800s. Made of ceramic, the first gnomes were designed after make-believe dwarves found in fairy tales. It is also known that miners who wore red hats influenced their design. While modern gnomes look like they benevolent grandfathers, early gnomes look and better owed men.
Timothy Lose composed Attack of the Garden Gnomes after reading about a prank that started in Australia in the 1980s. To carry out the prank, one kidnaps a garden gnome, takes it around the world, then sends its owner photographs of the gnome in front of famous landmarks such as the Eiffel Tower or Statue of Liberty. It occurred to Lose that these kidnappings could not continue without retribution. What if gnomes worldwide united to put a stop to the madness? What would happen?
Attack of the Garden Gnomes tells a story of angry lawn figures that carry out an attack against humanity. The work derives its characters from a marching mob tempo, marcato style, and unique sound effects. Percussion utilizes various accessories, including tempo blocks, triangle, break drum, and vibroslap. A bugle call at measure 11 sounds the attack. At measure 13, the angry gnome mob marches into battle. This is reflected through the foot stomps and screams. Without further ado, we hope you enjoy Attack of the Garden Gnomes.
Alrighty, folks, thank you. Welcome back to the second half of the evening. My name is Mr. Hayes. It's wonderful to be back at the Performing Arts Center at Sanford. Thank you for being here and supporting our lovely artists. Before we begin with our song we prepared for you today, I'd actually like to walk you through some of the basic things we do as a chorus in our day-to-day. It's tough corralling 50 to 60 musicians in one room and singing one big song. But they've been working really hard on it for the last couple of months, ever since our spring sing, and we've got it together pretty well at this point. We're going to walk through some of our warm-ups really quickly. As a part of our singers, we need to make sure that we are using our breath to the best of our ability, that they are singing with the best kind of voice and articulating with every muscle of their mouth, tongue, teeth, and lips. We're going to walk through some of our warm-ups together very quickly because some of our band friends haven't warmed up yet. And then we are going to regale you with a song by one Ken Berg called Gallop. I'll be back in just a moment. So folks, we'll just do the warm-ups real fast. So get nice and tall. And nice and tall. And start with Mommy, will you try on my hands? Oh, no. So we start right here. 1, 2, ready.
Mommy made me mash my M&Ms, oh no. 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 Mommy.
And of course, to warm them up with the full register of their voice, I like to think about our voices in two different ways. We have two different kinds of voices. We have a little something called our head voice, which is like that Mickey Mouse voice, and that's how some of those voice actors keep making money after all these years. And then we have something called the chest voice, and we like to show it off in two different ways. One, they sound like they're about to go to a party, and they go, woo, woo, woo. And then sometimes in the blustery winter of Maine, well, sometimes that stubborn engine of ours doesn't like to start, so our cars sound like, ma. Let's connect them together with a. Your turn. I think we're ready to sing for you. Before we do need to talk some logistics and some thank yous. So once again, thank you for joining us and supporting our music students. If you didn't notice or weren't reminded enough, Mr. Hassong mentioned that we have that QR code that's outside the doors along the way back to your car. There is a Sanford Spartans fleece with your name on it to support our lovely, lovely band students with all their repairs and all their instruments. Just because we sing doesn't mean that we can't help out our band friends as well, especially when we have a great deal of our chorus members in band also. Some thank yous. Thank you to the high school for allowing us to use your beautiful facility and spaces. Thank you to Brett Williams and the Performing Arts Center staff as well, responsible for all these lights and microphones. Let's hear for Brett Williams and the staff real quick. Thank you to Sarah Schnell for your amazing work behind the camera and recording all of our concerts. And on top of that, thank you, parents and guardians, all of you that are here bringing your kids tirelessly day in, day out to our early morning rehearsals and to these wonderful concerts. So give yourselves a round of applause, and for Sarah as well. Thank you to all of our incredible staff and teachers at the middle school, including our incredible soloist, Ms. Crosby, and other teachers who are here, and our vice principals as well who are here. I think I saw Mr. Mastracchio as well in the audience. So a round of applause for our wonderful SMS staff. And I just realized I almost jumped the gun in my script. Thank you, importantly, thank you to our admin team, Pam Crosby, Joe Mastracchio, and Mike Bailey. We couldn't do what we do without your support. So let's hear it for our admin team. Okay, logistics. Finally, before we close out this concert, please remember, we all came here for the same reason, to celebrate music and to celebrate these incredible students and all of their hard work. So, at the conclusion of our concert, and you are giving thunderous applause, we kindly ask that you remain here in the auditorium and wait for your precious cherub to rejoin you before you whisk them away back home and tell them how awesome they were with tonight's concert. They will be gathering their things and meeting you back here. We want to keep the hallway and the lobby from being too congested. Trust me, I've had one cold this season, and the school doesn't need any more congestion. With that all said and done, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a wonderful audience. Thank you for our amazing band and chorus. Drive safe. Have a wonderful, wonderful spring. It's just around the corner, and summer is also right in store. Okay.
So, do, me, so, fa me, re, do, tila, so. So, do, me, so, fa me, re, do, tila, do, so.